Welcome to our Game Day Bites episode of the Co-op Cookin Show, powered by Arkansas Valley Electric.
We're amateur chefs and co-hosts. I'm Barbara Jenkins.
And I'm Emily Staten. With football season upon us, having a good selection of snack foods is crucial. Whether you're a fan of sweet or savory, we've got you covered.
So sit back, relax, and get ready to discover some scrumptious snacks ready to score at the next big game. We're back in our home kitchen after being on the road last month. So if you haven't seen last month's episode, shameless plug to go and watch Cajun Cookin' with Clay. It was excellent, but we're so glad to be back here in our kitchen, and we are going to make first pepperoni pizza pull-apart bread. And every ingredient on this table is good with something or on its own, so I am anticipating this to be a really, really good recipe.
Okay, so do you want to go ahead and get this cut?
Absolutely, absolutely. Do I cut it diagonally?
It said, let's see.
Use a long bread knife to slice the bread. Make long slices about 1.5 inches apart all across the bread, and then in the opposite direction so you get a checkerboard effect. Okay.
And
okay.
You don't cut the bottom crust. You cut everything but not the bottom layer of the crust. Okay, so she's lined the baking sheet. We're gonna spray it down with some Pam. We are going to go ahead and gently stuff it with mozzarella. Do you wanna do the mozzarella?
Sure.
And we're just gonna put it in all the little cracks, and then we'll put the meats over it, so the bacon and the pepperoni.
We're just gonna stuff it with a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Maybe we should tag team it, actually.
Yeah, this might take a while. Every recipe we're making today, we are hoping that they're super easy, quick, but good, right, and make you look like the host who has...
The hostess with the mostest.
The hostess with the mostest, yeah, pretty much.
Or just host with the most.
There's just something special about Saturday afternoon, watching football.
I'm gonna wing 2 teaspoons.
I'm gonna keep stuffing.
Love it. The way that the seasoning and the butter is landing on this bread, it really looks like if you know when you go to a place and you can tell that it's homemade, more authentic.
Yes.
Pizza. It has that look. I know it's not authentic pizza, but.
So when I was in college, there was this pizza place, and I'd have to think about the name of it. But I took this class called Writing About Food, 4th year elective. But I went and wrote about this Italian restaurant. Mm-hmm. And I looked at the lady when I was there, and I said, hey, like, your rolls are so good. And she looked at me and she said, of course they are. They're homemade. And she was Italian. And I thought
That's
I was
awesome.
Giving her like this nice compliment.
And she was like, well, duh.
She was like, yes. Why are you stating the obvious? But it really was good, and I'd love to go back.
That's awesome. And it was right by Baylor?
Mm-hmm. It was, yeah, a few minutes.
Gotcha. That's cool.
It was a popular date night place, a popular like girls' night, a popular lunch, a popular... It was just popular. Like any... Well, I'm gonna have to go back and look what that place was called. I hope it's still open. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has. Okay, so I think that we have our bread.
Is it
pretty
done?
well covered?
Pretty much?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna
Awesome.
show maybe. I won't dump it. It looks so good.
It does. I'm so excited. This is the one that I was thinking about all weekend.
I know. Love it. And then we're gonna wrap it up in there. And now we bake at 400 degrees for 20 minutes. my
Oh
goodness.
my gosh.
I feel like this is about to be messy. You just went for it.
Mm-hmm. That's excellent.
I make pizza bread, like a flatbread, you cut it in half and put all the toppings on it all the time. And I love it, but it is nothing compared to this.
How come? What's the difference here?
I think the butter and the Italian seasoning goes a long ways, and then it's not soggy from the sauce.
Oh,
You
yeah. See, I was concerned about that. I thought it would be dry, and it's
I
not.
do too. It's not. It's so good.
The bacon adds to it. I know that wasn't part of the recipe,
It does.
but it's quite nice. But I think you could add sausage, add peppers, add
for sure.
mushrooms or whatever. Any kind of pizza I think that you'd prefer.
I do too.
Do it with just cheese and the garlic.
What would you rate it if you had to?
Oh, it's like a 10 for me.
Same, 10 out of 10.
Uh-huh.
9.5 at worst.
At worst.
It's so good. Okay, on to the next one.
So good. Absolutely.
Okay, so up next we have our bacon wrapped brown sugar Smokies. So we have taken these 14 ounces of little Smokies out of the package, patted them dry with a paper towel, and now we are going to cut this maple bacon into thirds and then wrap each piece around a Smoky and secure it with a toothpick.
So this is another recipe that everything about this recipe is good. Little Smokies, good. Bacon, good. Brown sugar, good. So we have high expectations.
I really do. I had these at a potluck one time, a long time ago, and I remember thinking I've got to figure out how she made them. So when we saw the recipe, I was instantly excited.
Awesome. Into thirds.
Into thirds.
Okay.
Love.
Insert montage.
So we were going back and making sure that the toothpicks are all the way through because we are going to combine the brown sugar and pepper with them in the bag, and we don't want them to come apart.
And like we're gonna shake it, right?
Right, yeah, it's a gently shake, but
I understand.
nonetheless.
Yeah.
Make sure that the baggie that you use is big enough to hold all of your goodies. We had some little Smokies left, so we're just gonna throw them in there, and we ran out of bacon, so we're just gonna let them get coated in all the goodness too, and then put them in the bottom of the pan so they can cook in the grease. Okay, do you wanna pour the goodies in there?
Sure.
Brown sugar.
Brown sugar.
And the pepper.
Wow.
Gently. So now we're going to put these in the pan. We went ahead and preheated the oven to 350.
I'll take it for the team.
Thank you. It feels interesting.
Mm-hmm. Definitely a texture thing.
Definitely a texture thing.
Thus far.
If you have sensory issues,
This may not be it.
not be your jam. Now that we have them put into the pans, we are going to put them in the oven at 350 for 30 minutes or until the bacon is crispy. These smell delicious. Our bacon wrapped brown sugar Smokies have baked, and the bacon has got perfectly crispy and caramelized. Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna dip.
Dip it in barbecue.
That's the best of both worlds. The savory and the sweet. This is good.
It's so good.
This is really, really good.
So good.
It's got a little bit more spice to it.
I think it's just yours because mine didn't.
Okay, mine does.
It's very good, but I don't think it has anything on the bacon wrapped ones.
Name anything that has something on something that doesn't have bacon. That had to make sense.
Yeah.
I know it didn't.
Bacon just elevates everything.
This is probably gonna be the most time consuming recipe because I don't think the fruit salad's gonna be that time consuming.
No.
Even with the chopping.
Yeah.
But probably most time consuming, but most savory.
Oh yeah.
Probably the most flavorful. Like I still feel flavors in my mouth.
Same.
Like it's still working
So good.
in my mouth.
Okay.
Excellent.
So the fruit salad.
Let's do the fruit salad. I want to try something that I saw on TikTok this weekend.
Okay, perfect.
It's for the grapes. So you take a towel and you get your grapes out. So I'm gonna like pop them. I'm just gonna try that many so
Okay.
far. And like somehow or another, like you roll them. It's already not out to a good start, but apparently you're supposed to roll
What if you
them.
put it on the slicky part?
You're supposed to roll them and like it comes off the vine.
What if you put it on
Oh.
the slippery part?
Oh. You're right.
I don't know.
No, they're
They're doing it.
doing it. I feel like this is a lot of effort.
How did you?
TikTok fail. It was worth a shot.
It was worth a shot for sure.
Like I mean, it kind of happened.
It did.
Last but not least, we have a refreshing fruit salad. This will be the sweet of the episode. And the other two recipes are kind of heavy, they're very savory. And when I ran across this fruit salad, I just thought how refreshing, brisk, but it's still fall. Like
It feels like
fruit.
fall.
It feels like fall, it looks like fall, a lot of rich colors. So hoping this is as good as what it sounds. But once again, 3 for 3. All of the ingredients
Are so
are
delicious.
independently really good.
Yeah.
So put together, I mean, masterpiece.
Yes. So to start off, we do have grapes and blackberries, pecans, cinnamon, maple syrup, orange, and 2 apples. You're supposed to use sweet apples.
Yes.
But what
I
kind
got-
of sweet apple, it doesn't matter.
I got Honeycrisp.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes.
got Honeycrisp.
So I think we're gonna start by, I'm going to zest and juice 1 orange, and she's gonna cube 2
An apple.
apples. Thank you.
So fun fact about me,
Mm-hmm.
I used to have house bunnies.
Aww.
I really did. Rabbits can be house trained. And
Right.
these were, but I would always cut my apples and like leave the core like this. And
Right.
everything, and then just go give it to them.
I had a rabbit in my house. It was like my senior year of high school. My poor parents. The stuff that they went through for me.
What's the craziest thing you ever brought in to your home as a child?
Oh my gosh. I loved to catch little critters when I was a kid. I think one of the craziest is, you know those little ring-neck, like red ring-necked snakes that you can catch outside?
Are you serious?
Oh, I had so many of them.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Those little like gray camouflage tree frogs. The terrariums, I had full of them.
Okay, that's impressive.
They were cool, yeah. Those little fiddler crabs.
I remember you telling me about the crabs.
Yes. They're fun. They're definitely fun.
What's gonna happen to the orange itself?
It's getting juiced.
It's getting juiced.
Yes. And it will be approximately 1/4 of a cup of juice.
Okay.
And that's what we're making the
That's the,
dressing out of.
okay, I follow now.
The fact that we're making dressing for our fruit salad kind of makes me feel fancy.
Yeah, it sounds cool.
It does. I'm not sure how to get all of the
I say just throw it in
juice
there.
out of the pulp. You think?
I like pulp. Pulp's not for everybody, but like when I get orange
Pulp's not
juice,
for everybody.
I like pulp. I mean, are you
Okay.
with pulp?
Not really, but I am now. That was not cute at all.
I don't know if that showed up on the camera or not, but that was funny.
It just splattered already.
Fresh orange.
That smells so good. Yummy. Okay, Barbara's gonna eat all the apples before we ever.
Apples and grapes. I haven't touched the blackberries yet though.
That's good.
I'm working on it.
They're just out of sight, just enough.
Yeah, they are out of sight.
So I'm gonna add the 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. This is such an interesting combination.
It is.
Maple syrup and orange juice.
But I think it's gonna be so light.
I do too.
It's not gonna
And now cinnamon.
Yeah.
Cinnamon orange juice.
I used to put cinnamon on my eggs when I was a kid.
What?
I know. Even I look back and go, what was I thinking?
Is it any good at all?
I don't think so. I haven't tried it as an adult, but I remember, but I would do jelly.
I put pepper on my eggs.
I do like
put
salt.
jelly on them?
Yeah, my mom taught me that. But yeah, I used to put cinnamon on my eggs. What was I thinking?
Well, I mean, it goes with the jelly, okay, I guess.
No, there wouldn't be jelly. It would just be cinnamon.
Okay, so now we're gonna add in all the goodies. I naturally feel like we need to do the grapes first.
Yeah.
Or not the grapes, I'm sorry.
The apples?
apples because they're gonna soak up flavor, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna move this to you.
Okay. And now for the grapes. Blackberries. Last but not least, pecans.
Okay, I think this is what really makes it taste like fall.
So it said to stir it all around, but you know, since we went ahead and put it in a pan that has a lid, we're just gonna shake it.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Okay, well maybe we should mix the 2 together so that the less dense ones.
Yeah.
Wait, here, you can use it like tongs. Already? Now the most important part.
I'm so excited. I'm already digging in before she even did the announcement.
We get our own spoons. It's so perfect. Did I get all the things?
Yeah, I did. I got one of
All the
everything.
flavors?
I got one of everything.
Perfect. Okay, are you ready?
1, 2, 3.
It's different than anything I've ever eaten before.
That's excellent. Yeah, I can't compare it to anything.
I like the orange.
The orange and the cinnamon.
It's really good. And the apples did soak up the flavor.
They did. They did. It was probably good that we put the apples in first.
This feels like a fancy fruit salad.
Yeah, for it to be so easy. Look how rich
I know.
the color is. Halftime treat.
True.
Easy halftime treat.
Actually, in the directions it said that you can even prepare it days in advance. And,
Ooh, so it
and
lasts.
if you put it in the fridge, it will absorb more flavor. Yeah.
I don't know how I could have possibly chosen a favorite out of those 3 recipes.
Right? We have plenty more delicious recipes planned.
So make sure to like and subscribe below.
Thanks for cooking with us today.